And we welcome you back to Big Board Sports on a Monday, and we always recap the weekend for you Albany men's lacrosse, nationally ranked and cruising through this season, and they win their fourth in a row. They take down Vermont with no problem. Rival Vermont 17-6 in the America East Conference opener. That was in Burlington over the weekend. The head coach, Scott Marr, joins us every Monday here on Big Board Sports. Good morning, Coach.
Good morning, Roger. How you doing today?
I'm good, man. Congrats again, and you're making it look awfully easy here with 17-6 conference wins.
Yeah, it was. I don't want to take it that way in a sense of making it easy. We certainly worked hard to get to that point, but we got a good mentality right now. Just looking at one game at a time. Saturday was our first conference game. Obviously we're coming off the disappointment of not playing Maryland the week before, so we had 2 weeks off. So we had a lot of time to prepare there for Vermont, and we went up there and we executed real well. We're playing really unselfish. Our goaltending is outstanding, and we're facing off really well. So. The big parts of the game right now are firing on all cylinders, really.
What is it, Scott, about the offense right now? Because you mentioned firing on all cylinders. You've won by at least 9 goals in each of your wins during this 4-game winning streak.
Yeah, Roger, it's a really unselfish group. We're getting scoring each game from different guys, from different midfielders. Our 2 big guys in Connor Fields and Justin Ray, they're putting up their points. I think Connor had 7 and Justin had 5. So they're doing their job on the attack side of things. But then midfield-wise, we're getting scoring from different guys each game. And when you can't key on 1 or 2 guys, it's tough for defenses to stop you. And again, we're playing real unselfish. We're taking advantage of some odd man rushes and stuff like that. We're pushing the ball. We're playing really fast. So it's tough for defenders and teams to defend us because of the speed we're playing at, and also, we're turning the ball over less than 10 times a game also, and that's a huge thing. So we're not shooting ourselves in the foot too many times, and that's key. And then they said we're just getting great defense and great goaltending. When we're on defense, we're limiting teams to poor shots, and then JD's making saves, and we're up and out. So just a good balanced team right now, and we just got to keep keep kind of moving forward, and going to head out to Buffalo today and take on a Canisius team that won 17-6 on Saturday as well. So we got a challenge tomorrow.
We'll preview the Buffalo game, the Canisius matchup, which, as Coach mentioned, is tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Scott, how about the quick start? I mean, you got Kyle McClancy starting. He's scoring, 20-some seconds into the game on Saturday, and before you knew it, like within 5 minutes of that game, you're up 5-0.
Yeah, exactly. And again, that all starts from our face-off. T.D. Erlin is winning face-offs for us, and to have the ball, right away, first possession, and again, we kind of took advantage of what we call face-off offense, where we're substituting while we're substituting, we're going to the goal at the same time. So, we have a numbers advantage in that regard, and again, we just coming out fast and taking it to a team right away and letting them know that this is the pace that we're going to play at, and again, so far so good. We're being pretty accurate with our shooting, and again, taking advantage of some odd man stuff and getting off to good starts. And I think it was 3-0, 4-0 before they even touched the ball. So when if you can spot your team 3 goals a game like that, it's it's a huge advantage again to have the ball that many times. If you think in years past, again, we're normally facing off between 35% and 40%. And we're playing defense 60 to 65% of the game. Now it's completely the opposite. We're having the ball 60 to 65% of the time, and we're only playing defense 35 to 40% of the time. So, those are good numbers. And again, if you're making saves, you're winning faceoffs, you're not turning the ball over, and then you're causing the other team. I think Vermont had 21 or so turnovers on Saturday. So we caught them in some positions where they turned the ball over, and we came right back down and scored. So again, we're just constantly putting pressure on teams, and that's key.
Connor Fields leading the offense, 4 goals, 3 assists. Justin Ray, 4 goals, 1 assist. I think we'll be talking about those 2 guys and certainly Connor Fields every week in our segment.
Yeah, there's no doubt. They have a great chemistry going right now together. They're both playing at a high level. Justin's not only scoring his up, but he's doing a great job riding and creating some turnovers for us on the offensive end when we're riding the ball. And again, Connor is just he's an outstanding player. He really is. He's a great quarterback for us. He's very poised with the ball. He goes to the goal not only looking to score, but he's looking to feed, and he can do both very well. So it's as a defensive team playing against him and trying to figure out ways to not let him get the ball or what you can do to him. He's very elusive. He gets away from double teams. He can run away from that stuff. So he's tricky to play. And again, he's very unselfish. He wants to feed the ball. So as long as guys keep putting the ball on the goal for him, we're gonna continue to be successful.
Scott, what's the matchup like tomorrow, 4:00 at Canisius?
Well, Canisius has been a tough team for us to play. Again, don't come in any national ranking or anything like that, but when we had Lyle and Miles here a couple of years back, we lost to them a couple times. So they're just a tricky team, Canadian-based team in a sense, right in Buffalo there. But their coach is a Canadian guy, and they got some slick kids on offense, and they can play. And Tuesday games too are always tough. It's midweek. You got to get out of school. You got to travel. So we have to be mentally ready to play this game, and you just never know. And again, we're respecting every one of our opponents. Again, I think we fell to that last year a little bit, and we don't want to get caught in that trap. So. To us, this is as big a game as we're going to play all year, and hopefully we'll be ready to play.
Hey, Scott, before I let you go, I was glad to see that the Maryland game was moved. There was no way on that weekend with such bad weather and high winds that would have been fair to either team. So moved to I'm off the top of my head, April 12th, right?
Yeah, April 12th. And right now we're scheduled for a 5 o'clock. We're just going to kind of see where the sun is at 5 o'clock and maybe push it back to 6. But Maryland has to bus back home on a Wednesday night, so we're trying to get them out here, a little bit early. But we also want to try to keep the game a little bit later, so we can hopefully get a nice crowd to come out. But yeah, it's Wednesday, April 12th at 5 right now.
Yep, that'll be fun. We got that circled. Good move to postpone, and hopefully a lot better weather when we get to that time. Coach, congrats on the win again, and good luck against Canisius tomorrow.
Awesome. Thank you, Roger. Appreciate it. Have a great day.
You too. That's head coach Scott Marr with us every Monday. We talk nationally ranked Albany men's lacrosse right here on Big Board Sports.